To start our chapter, Experiments with Water. Aisha was waiting for dinner. Today Ammi was making her favorite food, puri and spicy potatoes. Aisha watched as her mother rolled out the puri and put it in the hot oil. She saw that at first the puri sank to the bottom of the pan. As it puffed up, the puri came up and started floating on oil. On seeing this, Aisha took some dough and rolled it into a ball. She flattened it and put it in a bowl of water. Alas, it sank to the bottom and stayed there. Now the question is, why do puris float on oil while frying? Puris float on hot oil because water in the dough evaporates on heating. Puri gets filled up with air. Puri swells up. The air being lighter than the oil makes the puris lighter and float on oil. But when Aisha flattened the puri and put it in a bowl of water, it sank to the bottom and stayed there. It did not rise and float. Why? Because she put the flattened puri in water and the water in the dough did not evaporate. Puri did not swell up to become lighter to float. Instead, it absorbed more water. Think what would happen if Aisha put a puffed puri in a bowl of water. Would it sink or float? A puffed puri will float on water. A steel plate will float on water. Then a spoon will sink in water. And a cap will float on water. If we put a puffed puri in a bowl of water, it will float. You put a steel plate on water, would it sink or float? It will float. What would happen to a spoon? It will sink. Would the cap of a plastic bottle sink or float on water? It will float. In the evening, Aisha went for a bath. She had just come out when her mother called, "Aisha, you have dropped the soap in the water again. Take it out and put it in the soap case." Aisha was in a hurry and the soap case fell out of her hands. It started floating on water. Aisha gently put the soap in the soap case. She saw that the case continued to float, even with the soap in it.